Hey folks, welcome back. This is Chris in central Pennsylvania. You got to wonder what the ANC's thinking. I mean, seriously. Newsroom Africa just posted about an hour plus ago an interview with someone talking about a visit, saying that Naledi Pandoor, the former Director of National Relations and Cooperation, or basically South Africa's foreign minister, is currently in the United States trying to meet with the U.S. government. Naledi Pandoor? Are you serious? Naledi Pandoor is one of the reasons why South Africa finds itself in the bind that it's currently in vis-a-vis the United States diplomatic relations. Naledi Pandoor is the foreign minister who made a congratulatory phone call to Hamas after their terror attack in Israel, in which they murdered 1,200 people and kidnapped hundreds of others, raped, tortured, murdered. And she gave them a congratulatory phone call. She's one of the reasons. Last year, in 2024, on the 6th of February, a bipartisan group of members of the House of Representatives sent a bill on the floor, 1754-56, something like that, a resolution asking for a review of the South Africa-U.S. diplomatic relationship, specifically because of Naledi Pandoor. Is the ANC just stupid, or is this just meant to be arrogant and insulting to the United States? I mean, honestly, think about this, ladies and gentlemen. The woman who is in Maine responsible for the situation that the U.S. and South Africa find themselves in right now is someone that's actually coming to America to lobby people here. Look, it wasn't just Republicans that were angry at South Africa, it's Democrats as well. The list of egregious offenses against the United States national interest and the insults leveled against the United States, the endless insults, I've run through them repeatedly in the past. I'm not going to bother doing that today. Now here's an IRI. I'm in a VFW post here in central Pennsylvania. At this VFW post, they have a static display of a F-14 Tomcat there and M60 over here. Now, sadly, these demilitarized weapon systems are probably in better condition than most of the South African National Defense Force's main end items right now. That's pretty scary. Anyway, that's an aside. But how in the world do you come up with the concept that sending Naledi Pandoor to the United States to repair the diplomatic rift was a good idea? She is specifically mentioned by name in the report, or in the resolution, to adjust the relationship and potentially cut aid to South Africa. Now, that bill went nowhere last year because the Senate was controlled by the Democrats and the president never would have signed it. Joe Biden wouldn't have signed that because he just doesn't care what happens to South Africans and how far it goes down a rabbit hole. But those people are still in Congress, many of them. And they are the ones, in no small measure, behind the situation that South Africa currently finds itself in. But what's happened in the meantime? The South African government continues to insult the United States at every turn. We had this past week Julius Malema bring up a point of order about U.S. foreign aid to South Africa, and he attacked America as calling us imperialist. This is what we do. We get you hooked on foreign aid, then we cut it off so you do what we want you to do. If South Africa did what the United States wanted to do, it wouldn't be talking to Iran about nuclear arrangements. How are they missing this? It seems impossible to me. It beggars the imagination that South African diplomats don't get this, or politicians. I mean, what is their major malfunction? At this point, you can only conclude two things. It's either intentional, it's meant to insult America, it's just a window dressing claim that, well, we tried, they wouldn't talk to us because they're racist, which is BS, but maybe that's what it is. Or they are the dumbest people on the planet. They're dumber than a box of rocks because they just don't get what's going on here. They're undermining the relationship every time you turn around. Only a few adults in the room, but certainly not Naledi Pandoor. Naledi Pandoor is the last person you want to send to America to repair the diplomatic rift. You might as well send Snotkop. Honestly, send Snotkop. He'll do better. Maybe even Juju would be better. Certainly better than Naledi Pandoor. What were they thinking? Honestly.